Hello, hi everybody. Good evening. So let's get started. So tonight we are going to talk about highlights. So part of your reels, not your reels, but part of, your profile, you have your highlights. And I think that is the key thing that people are missing. Hi, Bilal. Hi, Sheila. Hey, girl. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for coming on. Hey, guys. So we're going to talk about highlights. I think a lot of people don't use them, which I think it's a great tool. So if you don't have highlights on your profile, you will after tonight. So just welcoming you guys. So I am Steph of Phoenix Michelle Photography. I am a photographer and videographer based out of Dallas. And what I do is come on every Thursday and give some quick tips on Instagram, so kind of stuff for your business and things to get you going. Oh, yay, I'm glad. So yeah, I encourage you guys to do the reels. Yes, reels are fun and you have like great stuff. Like I feel like everybody should be doing reels. So if you're not doing reels, like you really are missing out. And it's an opportunity to help with your algorithm and to connect with new people. So always do that. So tonight we are going to talk about highlights. If you don't do anything with your highlights, you really should. Okay, so like let's get started with that. Hey Chip. Hey Candace, good to see you. Thank you guys for joining. So we're just gonna kind of just jump into it. So let's see, not that one. So let's get into this. So why are highlights important? If you're not using highlights, it's a great way for you to connect with people. All right, it's a first impression to people get into your profile. Sometimes if you see someone's highlights and they're not really put together, it may make you turn off from their profile. But if their profile is actually in their highlights are set up really nice, that would actually help you to like do that. Hey Wild Manny, I love you. You Wild Man. I look at all your profile stuff because your stuff is hilarious. So thank you. I really appreciate you. But anyways, back to it. So you have first impression. So that's the first thing people kind of see. And it's an additional way for people to connect with your audience, right? And for you to connect with them. Because you can really tell if someone's really feeling your profile if they go through highlights. I've noticed that sometimes some people will respond back to me and I'll say, what is this? And will be something that's from an old highlight, like maybe from a couple weeks ago that I posted. But because it's there, I have connected with someone that may not have, right? And then it tells more of your brand story. So another reason you should also use the highlights, which I didn't list here, is because highlights can come from your stories. So if you're using stories are great, right? But they're only for 24 hours. But you know how you can make your stories live on forever? Through a highlight. Highlights, they do not disappear. So if you start noticing that you get really good feedback on a highlight, if you're on your stories and you're like, man, this is getting a lot of good feedback. Okay, I should probably save this. So that is what you would use that for. So that is why highlights are really important and why you need to use them. So let's get into that. So those are the reasons if you're not using it. So if you have a brand or anything like that, this is another way for people to connect with you. So you really need to use them. I see people not using them. I'm like, why are you not using highlights? It's perfectly there. It's free. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. You already got your profile. You're already working on your feed and stories and everything else. So why not work on your highlights? Okay. So before I get into, I'm going to show you guys some examples. But before that, here goes some ideas, right? So if you're like, I don't have any highlights, I don't know what to put on there, show some behind the scenes. Like if I'm a photographer, hey, here goes some behind the scenes of a maternity session. Here goes some behind the scenes of me doing a branding session. If I'm a boutique, hey, here goes some earrings. These are some ways you can style earrings. So think about that. Hey, this is me working on, planning an event. Show us some of your process behind the scenes so that way I get an idea of what it's like to work with you. Customer testimonials. If you have a customer and they're like really like love you, if they're going on, they're ranting and raving, oh my, when I work with this person, they were so amazing, they were so great, then that is who you need to have on your highlights. Because guess what? If someone goes through your highlights and they say, ooh, customer love or customer testimonials, I'm going to go there. Because then that's going to give me an idea about who you are as a person when I work with you because of this customer testimonial. Build up a couple of them. So if you're meeting with people, hey, say, hey, do you mind? Give me a few words of just what it's like to work with me. Or, just on the spot, like video testimonial works way better than just, words. If you can actually get someone's face, hear their voice and get all their emotion, that works out so much better. Like you will actually get a lot of people who will book because of someone else's testimonial, right? Think about when you buy something like Amazon, right? I know Amazon Day, I guess it's still going on. I don't know. Amazon Prime Day, whatever they're calling it. I haven't bought anything because I don't need anything at all. Uh-oh, Bilo, you said you can't hear? Y'all can't hear me? Hold on. Because I got my mic on. If you can hear me, thumbs up. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can't hear me? Oh, wait, you can? Wait. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs down if you can't hear me. Thumbs up. Okay, Bilo, you might have to turn your volume up then. Because everybody else is kind of saying they can hear me. So yeah, Bilo, turn your volume up. Okay, yeah, okay. Everybody said they can hear me, Bilo. So you got to, Bilo, turn your volume up. Because I think I talk loud. I try not to talk too loud, but sometimes I am like soft-spoken, but yeah. Okay, so Bilo, turn your volume up, please, and then let me know if you can still hear me. So yeah, so get customer testimonials. So after you're done with them, say, hey, tell me about this experience. What was your favorite part about working with me? Record it on your phone. Now, don't do one of those and record it directly and post it on your stories because you might want to, edit it. And I always like to try to save a copy. So that way, when you save it, you can use it on, you could post it on your feed. So like if you want to do that, so I always save it. I never really save it and then post immediately. Because I like to have it on my actual camera roll. So that way I can do stuff to it. Like let's say I want to throw it into Canva and then I want to add some text over it. So like you want to keep it in this raw form as possible and clean. So that way you don't have to worry with that. And then fun facts about yourself. Do we know anything about you? So like tell a little bit of your story, right? So if you have something on your highlight that says, hi, this is about me. So just think about like your website, right? If you have a website, you generally have a about me. Hey, fun facts about me if you want to get to know me. Because this is what helps people to connect with you and to buy things from you or just connect with you, period, right? Thank you guys for joining. Okay, with your camera. Yeah, just in general. So like, hey, Reese. Hey guys, hey, Hands at Work Photography. All right, photographers in the building. But yeah, so do something like that. Like, hey, this is who I am. Hey, did you know I grew up, I'm a military brat. Hey, I'm the oldest of 4 kids. Hey, I grew up, both my parents are in the Air Force. Because this is things that help people to connect with you and to then say, oh, your parents are in the military? I'm an Air Force brat too. Okay, cool. So you understand me. So it's like we always are looking for some kind of way to connect with people. And that is one thing you can do is by doing that. So tell a couple things about yourself because someone's going through your highlights. They're definitely interested in you. So you want to give them something to stay on your profile. And then if they're staying on your profile, Instagram's going to love that because that means that you're giving some kind of content, something that's good for you and your algorithm, right? So you're doing really good by doing that. So that is what you want to do. All right. So those are some quick ideas. Oh, you said, hey, Reese, you know Reese? Yeah, Reese is the bomb. That's what we doing my hair. Reese is the bomb. I love Reese. So yeah, but those are some ideas. Of course, you can go above and beyond. You could break it down according to your business or your brand, but those are like some basic tips I feel like will apply to everybody that's on here, right? So, thank you. I appreciate that. So that is, just 3 tips. So behind the scenes, you could always do customer testimonials are good. Hey, Sabrina. And then also fun facts about yourself. Okay, so those are things that if you don't have those on your highlights, you really should have those. Those are the 3 basics that you should really have on your highlights. All right, so went through that, told you guys why they're important. And then let's get into some examples. So I know you guys, if you visit anybody else's profile, here goes some examples. So that first one is my profile. I did just colors. So these are using my brand colors. Okay, so that's a very easy way to do that. And I will show you guys how I did that in Canva. And so you see people who just do that, right? They just have their colors and their brands. You can set different moods and different tones with that. The second one is using icons. So I started off with that, but I didn't like the icon side because I'm so picky about how I want like my feed and stuff to look. And I didn't like some of the icons, but if you find an icon that works for you, this is perfect. So this is Maya. So, of Hardy Interiors that came on maybe a couple months ago, how she gave us the interior design decorations. That second profile is hers. And so she has icons. So you see, like you can kind of get an idea of what she has. You have, okay, she got photos, she got a camera to kind of show some of her work. Sheila, you're so silly. I know nothing about IG or anything else. Oh, yes, you do, Sheila. You know about shirts. You know about shirts. You make some bomb t-shirts. Yes, or you could use your logo. That is very true, Sabrina. You could use your logo too. So just like whatever works that's like to your brand, so that when people come to your profile, they know it's you. So you want something that's going to stand out and kind of keep people there. So I like how she has hers with the different icons, and she has one with a paw print, and she has a dog named Knight. And so this is like anything about Knight. And so that for me connects to like the dog lovers, right? Because I love dogs. So for me, I'm like, oh, she has a dog. She's a dog person. So that means she's like, we're already going to connect on that. So by doing things like that, you don't know who you will connect with. And by doing that, the last option is to use photos. Of course, these are just very basic. Like I could have went through and gave y'all all kinds of examples, and I will show some like on a bigger part. But this is Fenty. Y'all know I love Rihanna. So like Fenty has some images, and they're just full blown, really sharp, like fashion forward photos. And those are the highlights. So when I go to that profile, I'm already like, whoa, that's really nice. Like now I want to go click on these highlights just because of the cover, because I'm gravitating towards the cover. So for that, I need that. So that's something that you want. You want to be something that's going to be eye-catching, that's going to attract people's attention and make them want to click through and to see that. Okay. So here goes some big examples. So this is Sue Zimmerman, Sue B. So she does stuff. So she kind of has some photos of herself in different colors. So for me, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Then you have Isis. She's really dope. And I like hers because she's her, and it goes along with her feed and her brand, right? Her brand is very earth tone, kind of greens and browns and nice blues. Hey. And so for me, I was like, wow, that's such a mood. So your highlights can help dictate the mood of your brand. So if your brand is very chill, very, with your feed, you want it to go with that. So like my brand is bright, right? I'm bright, I'm bubbly, I'm going to laugh, crack jokes, blah, 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 blah. And so for me, I like to just have the colors. For me, the colors were just simple because I wouldn't have to because I would add something new and I'd be like, oh no, I got to go get an icon. I don't have an icon for this. And I was just like, you know what? I like the feel of the color. It looks simple. It looks good. Excuse me. And it matches up with my feed. So that is what I have for that. So those are the examples that I wanted to give you guys as far as what you can do. Now there's different things you can do. There's some people who have, different kinds of icons, and things like that, but take your pick. So, and I'm just going to walk you through the color icon way if you want to just do your colors. It's really, really simple in Canva. And so I did it on Canva Mobile. So let me show you guys. So Canva Mobile, you're going to select the blank. And so it's going to pull up. It's going to ask you about the templates. You don't need a template because you just need it to be solid. You're going to click on it. Then an additional menu is going to pop up, right? And then you're going to set your color. So for me, I have my brand colors already loaded into Canva. So if you're not using Canva in this way, you can add in your brand colors. You can only do, I think, 3, which is because I have the free version. I don't have the pro version. The pro version, you can go to town and add all kinds, but generally for your brand, you shouldn't have but 2 or 3 colors. Anything over 3 colors is kind of a lot. So you may have things like, you have your main brand colors and you have accent colors and things like that. But whenever you're designing anything on Instagram, I feel like 2 to 3 colors is like it. You do anything more than that, you kind of can get lost in the sauce and you don't want that. And it's just confusing. All right. Yeah, Reese, we love Canva. Okay, so I did that, added my colors, and I'm going over to Instagram. Okay, and then you're going to go over and just click on your highlight. So I'm going to my profile page. You can click on highlight. If you don't have your highlight already, you just can go through your stories and do it that way. So I just clicked on one. I clicked on about me. And then they're going to have the 3 dots. And then you're going to say edit highlight. So even if you have your highlights now, this is how you can go through. You can edit your highlights. And you can uncheck it if you don't want some highlights there. You're going to select your color or whatever your graphic is. So like, let's say you put your icon there, but you see I'm switching through. I could change it up if I wanted to. And then that's it. And then you just click save. And then boom, you're back. So it's really simple. And what you want to do is I use the Instagram story template. So that's already the sizing. So it's like 1080 by 1080. But actually Canva already has highlights. So if you do a search for like highlights, they have the icons and things like that. So if you want to go that route, you can do that. You didn't see me create a circle. Okay, hold on, Sabrina. So I'm going to go through. I got my color. Yeah, I didn't make it into a circle. I'll show you. Okay, so I selected my colors. So these are my brand colors. Then I just duplicate and I go through and I select my third color because these are my 3 colors. Swiping through. I'm going to click the 3 dots at the top and I'm going to export. So basically it's exporting, making a copy. Hey guys. Okay. And it's telling me all this stuff about, you know, Canva, doing all this stuff. I'm kind of like, whatever. So I'm getting out of it, going into Instagram. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my current highlight. I'm going to actually go to my main profile page. You guys know they've done so many updates. So they've moved everything around on Instagram. Okay. And then you're going to go to whatever highlight you want, Sabrina. And then you're going to select edit highlight. And it's already in a circle. So that's why you make the whole thing, if you want the whole color to be a circle. So whatever is within that circle is what's going to fit in there. So I didn't make it a circle. It's already like formatted for a circle. So that's why I made the whole like square that I made in Canva, that whole entire color. So that's why. So then now it fits into the circle perfectly. So it's the same thing. So you can go through the same technique if you want to add an icon or a photo. It's just that whatever fits in that circle is what's going to be seen. So if you are going to use photos or an icon or anything like that, be sure it fits within that circle. Otherwise, it's going to look kind of off. You know what I mean? And you don't want it to look off. Like I don't like when people's like faces cut off or something kind of weird. It looks kind of like, oh, it just doesn't work like that, you know? And yeah, Sabrina said, I think I like the color. Yeah, I really like the colors instead of logos. Like for me, I was like, ooh, like for me, I feel like, and plus I have my Instagram or my whole iPhone is on dark mode. And so for me, I like the colors because it adds a little bit more life, I think, to your feed. And my feed tends to be a little like blacks, a lot of, you know, muted different colors. So I thought my highlights, my brand colors, I'll just do that. Yeah, you say love how that looks. Do you repeat your colors? Yeah, I do. When I first set it up, I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I did like the pink, the fuchsia, and then like the purple, pink, the fuchsia, the purple. But just know this, that it will get out of order depending on how you hang it up. Like, I mean, not how you hang it up, how you create it. So like, let's say I add something to it, then it will get out of order, which is fine. Like to me, I feel like it's fine as long as I have all my different brand colors. Yeah, so Monica says she used Adobe Spark, which I love Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark is really great. So Monica used Adobe Spark for your highlights. So yeah, there's a lot of tools that you can use. Just Canva, because Canva already has my brand colors in there. So I know Adobe, you can set all your brand colors in there as well. So yeah, so those are my main tips for you guys. Do y'all have any questions? Does that make sense to you guys? Because I can't wait to check out y'all's profiles. Like, I love it. I love when you guys take the tips and y'all go like run with it. Y'all make it happen. And that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this will help, like, you know, and I want to, you know, do an about me, do a behind the scenes. If you get any kind of features, like, hey, I got featured here, put that on there. Like, if you're going to go teach something, hey, my announcements, this is what I have going on. Sheila, did you say you're not ready yet? Oh, Sheila, I'm going to DM you, girl. We gonna be talking, Sheila. We gonna be talking, Sheila. So yeah. Drinking my wine. So yeah, but those are my tips for you guys. As far as, you know, getting ready. So once again, highlights are important because it's the first impression. It's an additional way to connect with your audience and helps to tell more of your story. You know, sometimes you can't tell enough, I feel like, in stories, or you can't tell enough in your feed, but this works the same way, like your highlights. So think of it like as an extension. To me, I kind of feel like it's like a website, you know, the things that you would put on there. So like, hey, and about me. Hey, these are my customer testimonials. Here go some of my top features. So things like that is what you want to think of. So people who are, you know, who want that quick information. Like I know for me, I'm going to be, you know, as a photographer, I'm going to probably be doing holiday minis. So I'm going to put up a highlight that says, holiday pictures, holiday photos, you know, come get your minis. It's how you book. So I'm going to do a whole story on that and then I'm going to save it to my highlight. Okay. So be sure, like, you definitely want to do that. So I love all your tips. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, anytime, guys. And if you get stuck on anything or have any questions, be sure to just DM me. You guys know I'm always here. So yeah. I think that is all that I have for you guys today. Let me see, try and make sure. I think I had another example, but I think that was it. So yeah, so thank you guys. I am Steph once again of Phoenix Michelle Photography, and I will see you guys next Thursday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. If you have any other questions or anything like that, and I'll come back with you guys next week for some more tips. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you get out there and crush it. And you know, I want to see your highlights. So get out there and make some stuff happen in Canva. Yeah. So I'm excited. So thank you guys and have a good night.